the Super Smash Brothers document series. And I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even know about the competitive scene until then, like until out. So I'm a doc kid, you know.
Yeah, we're doc kids.
And then
wait, no,
wait.
Oh.
God damn it, that took me a second. Hello everybody, welcome to Coffee with Casey. God knows what episode this is. I have no idea. I feel
like it's like 6.
Your guess is as good as mine. I'm pretty sure I even started like a season 2 or something.
In the era of reboots, rebooting.
Yeah, reboots. So it was perfect segue. Perfect segue, because we're gonna be talking about Rivals 2 today. That is the sequel to Rivals of Aether. If you guys haven't played that, it's a platform fighter. It was kind of designed to be more in the esque of like Smash Brothers, with its own kind of little twists and turns and whatnot. But we're going to be talking about the second one today, because I think this is going to be the next big platform fighter. I know it's going to be the next big platform fighter, because we had Multiverses come out not too long ago. It's been kind of a bumpy start for them coming back, but that's not what this video is about. We're going to be hopping into Rivals 2, what they have to offer, what they're talking about, and ideally when it's going to be released. First off, game looks great.
Oh my god, it looks so good.
The game looks fantastic. It looks very smooth for it being in beta. For what it's like a closed Kickstarter beta. I'm pretty sure you can still do that. They do monthly beta. So if you guys catch this video, if you pledge the $30, I'll have the link down below. I think it'll give you the beta code for the monthly beta access they give for the weekends.
I didn't even know about that.
I found out this weekend. I'm like, well, I work this weekend, so it was not a good time for me to just drop it right then and there and not get the full access.
Next weekend I'm off. Ooh.
I don't know like how often they do it. I know it's monthly. I don't know how often throughout the month. I think it's just like one weekend. But the game looks great from even just being in beta. Art styles changed from the pixel art they had in the first one to the 3D graphics, and the upscale for the stages and the character models all look fantastic,
which is huge.
Yeah, it's great to have it all be, especially from the art direction they went from, having it change from the pixel art going up to 3D. That's such a huge change. I remember first seeing that way back now, probably like early 2023 or something. And I was like, oh, wow, that's huge. And then I kind of just didn't hear anything about it. And now 2024, it's been like popping off. I've been hearing a lot about it. I've seen a lot of gameplay, a lot of trailers. It looks to be very well supported. So it does
look good. And one of the things to note is like, it is a big risk when you go from pixel art to 3D. Like personally, I like pixel art more typically with stuff. Like a huge example of it was like when Pokemon went from pixel to 3D. They lost a lot of life, but Rivals it still looks like it has like uniqueness. Its characters still look like they have style. And I think that's like a huge thing to credit them on, because a lot of people don't understand how massive of a change it is to go from like a hand-drawn pixel art style to a probably stylized 3D. Like I imagine they drew up the characters and then rendered them and stylized them into like a 3D artwork and stuff, but they look phenomenal. So massive credit, massive props to them for that one.
The game sounds great too. The music sounds... It's especially because they're going from like the chip bit type tunes, so it was like, oh, okay, but they kind of like mesh that together a bit and bring forward more like the actual instrumentals and whatnot. So the soundtracks, it's going to be another bangers just lined up one after another. Like I said, the stages look great. They even give you like on the stage selection, it shows like the blast zone, the top blast zone meters and the side blast zone meters and all that stuff. So that's really cool. I hope that stays through and like it's not something they just take out, because like for example, Multiverses. Okay, I'm popping in right here. This is Casey from the future. I talk about Multiverses a lot in this video. They did a big update, so I'm just getting out of the way. Any negative things I had to say about that, just kind of take with a grain of salt. I was just upset the game wasn't really pushing forward, but they've done a great job with the update. So ignore past Casey for being a little bit of an asshole. He just wanted the things to be good for the game, the community. He wasn't thinking straight. That guy was an asshole. Don't listen to him. And I know I'm late for putting this out, but hey, while I got your attention, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you guys think, because I like hearing what you guys got to say. What do you think is going to be going on for all the platform fighters? What do you think is going to be the best moving forward? Are you guys excited for Rivals 2? Let me know down below. And like I said, subscribe for more because I got plenty coming along the way. And follow my Twitch channel too because I do streaming. All right, I'm out. Peace. I hate to punch it while it's down right now. They do have a patch coming, which hopefully fixes stuff, but you know, copium.
Gotta get the copium.
They brought the game back out of beta and got rid of a lot of stuff that should have been. I know they've given their reasons for that. Again, we're just gonna move forward from that and stop punching down.
It's a platform fighter. Yeah, like that. One of the big things that I appreciate about Rivals is they understand what it means to be a platform fighter, and a lot of like these other ones, I feel they miss the beat on the platforms and the stages you fight in. Like I feel like they focus more on like their gameplay. They're like, oh, people like quick fighting games. They want to be fast and do combos, and it's like, yes, but like
I want good stages.
I don't think people understand like the gravity of how important your stages and your blast zones are. Like there's a reason people look to Smash, and it's not like I don't always say like you don't want to copy Smash, but one thing they perfected that does not need to be adjusted, and you need to not like put your own, you can try to put your own spin on it, but like the stages and like the blast zones are perfect.
Yeah.
Like you can adjust your stages and blast zones as you wish, but like the format is there. Don't abandon it. Obviously, I'm not a game designer. You do what you want, but like from a player of these fighting games, Smash perfected it. You can do slight adjustments here and there, but like include different blast zones, please. Which Rivals does, thank God.
Expand them, make them big. Don't make them
big
huge.
Ones, small ones, yeah.
Don't make them enormous, but also don't make it this little sandbox where I'm dying at 20%, dude. Yeah, don't make it all Yoshi's Story. Don't make it all
that one
Yoshi's
is
Story,
massive, dude. Like it's bigger than Dreamland. But yeah, no, Rival like, and I think
Yoshi's
like
Story in the N64 one, it's gotta be right.
Yeah, Yoshi's Story is like the N64 game because Yoshi's Island I think is the small one. No, I could be wrong. We could be flipping them.
I'm pretty sure Yoshi's Story is the Melee one, but I think it's also the 64 one. The N64
whatever
Yoshi's
one's massive.
One,
yeah,
the Yoshi N64 one. Fuck you.
They could both be Yoshi N64 ones, but yeah. The stages are so good.
Stages are huge in platform fighters, so you got to get that down. But not only are they crushing on the stage aspect, but the gameplay aspect as well looks fantastic. The combos are there, the follow-ups are there. There's also a lot of unique new things they added to Rivals, and just things that in general platform fighters have. Like they brought shielding, and people huge, and ledge grabs, grabbing, and that's just all familiar stuff for platform fighters. So you know, that it's good to have, you know, a lot of people say like it's playing more like Melee, which in terms of speed and kind of combo potential. Don't worry. They already stated there's no L canceling, so you guys don't have to get up in arms about that. If you really just demonize L canceling because it's cheating, you know, it's whatever. But then they also added the unique things to it for the pummel system. They got a pummel system, get up system. It's actually on their website. You guys can take a look at it too whenever you want. Go over it real quick. Oh, they also on shielding. They also have parrying. They brought parrying back. That was in the first one, and
parrying is huge. Like that's one of the features that I do like in multis is being able to parry stuff. It's very difficult.
Yeah,
which I understand. You want it to be a difficult mechanic. Like
they even say it's a slower startup, but it also prevents it from being the best way out of shield pressure. So you can do it, use it out of shield. Like if you're getting shield pressured, you can parry. So
I would love that as like playing against some hypertech fox in Melee, just being able to parry them. Like get out of here.
But you can also reflect projectiles with the and stun opponents with a well-timed parry. So that's super cool.
So huge.
But the other things they have in the combo system I was talking about, whenever a player is grabbed, they can either use the normal attack and pummel or use a special attack. And that's kind of like a rock, paper, scissors, except it's just rock and paper.
Rock and bird and frog and
rock. Yeah. So you can do, you know, choice 1 or choice 2. And, you know, depending on what you do, the enemy that you grab can do that as well. And if you both pick 2, for an example, then the enemy that's grabbed will beat that out and get out of that pummel. And does it say exactly? Yeah, it breaks out of the grabs. Okay. I thought it'd be like a counter attack or something, but no, you just break out of the grab as long as you hit the same button as the person that's grabbing you. And the special grab is like the normal one. Normal grab does just normal damage and whatever. The special one is unique to a character, and it can either do damage and have an additional effect or something in the store like that. It'll have some unique effect to it. And if you don't want to like risk the 1-2 scenario, you can just throw them then. And then they also add that to the get up on ledges and the ledge special, and then a get up special. So like if you're knocked down and you do like a get up attack, and then you like in melee or in ultimate, whatever, in any Smash game, you do a get up attack. You'll do like just a normal get up where you hit like side to side or above or whatever when getting up off the ground. You can do that with a special as well. And the special allows you, like, they give an example. Some are slower and stronger. Some create alternative stage control. Some are used to escape, like, I'm assuming it's Raynos. Rannos. Bubble get up special. These specials keep your opponent on their toes and give you another option in those times you missed your tech. So you can tech, which I've been missing so much in multiverses. If I get hit off the wall, I want to tech. I want the tech and live. I don't want to get hit and then just see my character with so much copious amount of hit lag slapping into the stage and then flying off into the blast zone.
That's like again, stuff that like Smash that has to have been intentional though, because it's been in every Smash since. So like being able to tech off the ledges has been a huge thing. So yeah, it's stuff you want. Like you don't ever want to feel like you got cheaply killed with no way to do anything. Like I understand, like if I'm at 180, 190%, like whatever. I don't care if the tech doesn't work at that point. Like I'm massive percent. Like if I'm like 30% though, and I have an option to tech out of something and I can't, that's cheap.
It's even like if you are at that 180, if you're good enough and you tech it, that should reward you. This should be a reward. You timed that hit off of that to be able to tech it and live. So that's just a better way of like outplaying essentially, because you're like, okay, if I get my timing right, I'll get rewarded, and then it's gonna put the person
lab hours on.
Yeah, you know, it's not just like, oh, I'm spamming my shoulder buttons and I'm just going to tech. Like that doesn't happen. And then the last thing about the special, the ledge special. So again, special attacks are generally slower than normal ledge attacks, but have more power, additional effects, blah, 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 blah. All that cool stuff. So, and then another benefit that for many characters that they hold the ledge for longer and either roll or attack, so you can get up special as a way to edge hog opponents if you time your invincibility just right. So that's really cool how they're just giving like all these options. You know, you finally got your shield, you can grab, you have 2 different scenarios or 3 different scenarios in grab. You can just do choice 1, 2, or you could just throw them. And then you also get these get up specials, these ledge specials, all these different things you can do. So that's really cool. The gameplay is just massive. So many options.
The only thing I'd like to add to it is like the only thing like I have a slight concern. Obviously, I trust, this is going to be a project over time, but in adding all of these abilities, balance-wise, I'm curious to see how they're handling it, because there's more stuff here than there is in like Smash, even Melee with like all of its tech. So I'm very curious to see how they're going to be able to balance and maintain, like, obviously you're going to have your meta characters. Like there's going to be that one character that is everything good, and you're never going to have perfect balance. I just hope that like, unlike the rolling scale of it, it's more tiered up, so it's not crazy, because wow, there's so many things that they have to consider and program and adjust. And
thankfully,
man,
the launch roster is only 10 characters to start, which
is huge.
Only 10 characters, but I mean,
I think it's the same size as Smash 64. Which, I mean, if you're going to complain about there not being like 80 to 90 characters in Ultimate
company,
yeah, like again, when it comes to balancing, it's so much easier to have unique movesets for 10 characters than do this with 90. And if anybody says, well, they did it in Ultimate, I'm like, no, they didn't. No, they did. Ultimate has, and I'm not like hating on Ultimate, but
Steve.
that is not a balanced game. Like the tier lists are massive gaps. Like I don't think you're bringing. I don't know the meta in that game, but like freaking Duck Hunt against a top tier Steve and winning. Like I don't believe that's happening.
And there's a lot of Steves. There's a lot of Steves, Kazuya's. I've seen Terry's, Clouds, Diddy Kong.
DLC, essentially the pay to win.
Yeah, pretty much.
But in that regard, like I'm interested to see how they handle the balance. I trust them because I mean
I do too.
They did really well with Rivals 1. Like that was a very fun game back in God, it was 2014.
You
just have a long time.
Jesus Christ.
I did. It's been 10 years, dude. Or at least 10 or 9 years since Rivals 1, but it was a long time ago.
Bro, I think the last time we played that shit was like
I was at my mom's old house, and like that was at least like 9-10 years ago. But like it was so much fun.
I hate that. It was. I don't know. We had a lot of fun with that. You mentioned in one of their streams they potentially could have ranked done by the time it launches.
So as with like all the other ones, they definitely did confirm that like they're working on ranked and like it's something that they want to do. I was watching it came out like 5 months ago, so I don't know how. That was like the last dev stream.
Yeah,
I think they've posted on other YouTube channel. But yeah, they were talking about how people are interested in want ranked, and it's a possibility at launch. Their Kickstarter said I think if they had 1.5 million, they could do it, but they didn't hit that obviously, unfortunately. But they said it's very possible, but don't like expect it, which is huge because one of the things for them, it's like I understand indie company. You need to have like a ranked mode or a plan for it, and relatively soon after launch because like let's be real, these are fighting games. People
want
play them
that.
for fun, but your hardcore audience is going to keep this game going.
They want that like, #1, dude.
Because like you look to like multi, or I don't even know if Nick All Stars had it. I didn't look into that game too much, but
I'm pretty sure they had a ranked.
They might have, but we're still waiting, I think, on multis, which they have updates coming. But it was unfortunate that wasn't a like launch thing. Like that's something for them that like you had a beta for what was it, like a year, couple months?
I get it because they were working on it for what, like 2 years, and
2 years, probably one of those years was converting it.
Yeah, and the game came out, people were playing it. There was a lot of broken things, so I understand not launching ranked at the start just so they could bug fix and like I mean there's Iron Giant had like 3-0 the Death Infinite,
which like I'm not even like mad at them. I'm just like, how
Bugs is safe could literally bring you from 0 to 100% just because he did a jab combo on it, and I mean there's just like a lot of broken things. So I get it. I get not like launching it because they want to just like balance it and then I'm hoping launch rank, but moving forward, Rivals 2, obviously they mentioned they want to be esports, but that's up to the community and the competitive, but I think the community is definitely going to be there.
I had a hardcore community for the first one. So.
Yeah, they already did like a
beta. They did an event at Genesis.
Yeah, a beta Genesis tournament.
Didn't watch it. I'll be honest. Didn't know about it. I'm learning a lot more about this game and stuff. I haven't.
If it makes you feel better, a lot of people just played Craig, however you want to pronounce it.
Craig.
But yeah, a lot of people just played him because he was pretty busted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, wow, he's really strong. I think they fixed him a little bit though, so he's not as. It's
a good test run too, like massive tournament to see like how the game plays, because you get all your comp people playing it.
That's what multi should have done. Let people play it, goddamn it! Not 2 weeks before you release it. Not 2 weeks, dude.
One of the big things that like also irritates me sometimes about this is just like any comp game in general, and like a lot of people get mad about it.
I say I don't want to punch down on multi, and I'm
punching.
I keep swinging down.
top-down balancing is the best way to do it. And I know so many people get mad at that. And I'm like, if you have a comp game, like I'm not talking COD, but like you to take Siege, when your top 1% players are playing the game, if everything's balanced around them, by proxy, it's all balanced when you play it
Yeah.
because that's like the upper echelon. That is when like your tech skills are perfect. Like you're hitting all your techs, you're hitting all your moves, your wave dashes, all that stuff in terms of
Never
like
done that in
rivals.
Rainbow Six.
You're like, what? Wait, what? But like,
Wait.
if for in like Rainbow Six is
Fucking
case,
Blackbeard just wave dashing.
but dude, that'd be hilarious. But like in that
What
game,
the
like if
hell?
your mechanical aim is like, oh, I mean, it's infinite, but like it's almost as perfect as you can get. Your flicks are like on point. When you have everything balanced around that and nothing's like cheesy or broken, like I don't say like the noob or the new, people that abuse that stuff, they might get mad, but it's like, well, it's a balanced game at this point. Now it's like you have to use your thought, your mind, you have
Yeah.
to have
Think.
the yeah, you have to actually think. And like in a fighting game like Rivals, when you balance all the characters so that way they're not like easily cheese and abusable, that makes the game better for all the people at the lower levels because now you have to figure out the game. You don't just get to walk in, spam 2 moves, and cheese everybody away.
Yeah.
Superman. No.
You hear that, Colby?
We're on to no. He's in the back like,
Oh, just give it.
but no, like I appreciate that they did Genesis as a way to balance because that's massive. That's a storefoot way to make sure that your game is going to be balanced well. Like you need your top players giving you the feedback to make sure everything is, and then like within reason. Like obviously there's going to be you're going to have some top player who's a little biased and you're going to hate something severe, but
Yeah.
as a general consensus, it's good to listen to them.
Exactly. So the devs were talking about $30 price game. No, that's fair.
Super reasonable.
Fair.
In the era of $70, dude, twice, 3 times.
Give it a man.
Okay, give it a man.
They don't have plans for a battle pass. I mean, that could always change in the future, especially they say was there paid skins? Is that
Yeah, so they have a plan to have an in-game store as compared to I think they were talking about Rivals 1 was all Steam. Which I'm not gonna have an opinion yet on an in-game store because my go-to is usually that everybody can always say whatever they want about other things, but I feel like there should be reason. And I'm sure that they'll be within reason, but like if you have like $20-$30 skins, like that's too much. Like I hope it's like reasonably priced, but I'm fine with the devs trying to like get themselves some more support and funding.
Yeah, that's fine.
As long as it's reasonable, please.
But I also feel like if you're going to have an initial price for the game, you can't really do
you don't want to price
the higher prices.
Yeah.
On the skins, that'd be like, well, why wouldn't you just do a battle pass at that point? Like, why would you? I'm down to pay the help devs, especially indie devs.
Absolutely.
$30. I witnessed somebody complaining about that in Void stream, and I'm like, this guy's a fucking quack.
$30 is super reasonable.
Oh, you shouldn't pre-order thing. It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. We're not pre-ordering fucking Call of Duty Shoot 'em Man $250 edition. I get a cool fucking look at me, I'm Rick Grimes skin. Like, no, dude, I'm
start the game 10 prestige, every gun I'm like, no.
Yeah, I got the best weapon. I got the most out of touch skin Nicki Minaj or whatever. Like I don't know what's happening anymore. And no, dude, this is small company, small team. They give a shit.
Like Rivals 1 was good. Like they proved that they can make a good game. So as with all companies, I have the faith in them that this next game will be good. There's a lot of companies like I would pre-order a game for. They mean CD Projekt Red got a little crap for Cyberpunk, but like they had proven it a lot, and that was a game I did pre-order. It was like $60, but it wasn't terrible. But if you have like built up your cred as a good game dev, and see 30 bone, and it's only 30. Like that's a very reasonable pre-order. They also, I think, mentioned that they might have in-game events to have some certain skins unlocked, which I think is also a very cool thing.
I would like that.
I don't know how they'll do it, but
I think more games should do stuff like that in general. Just have like even just like holiday events, dude. It's just like it's neat little things like that get people excited to just do an event or whatever, or get some new cosmetic, which is just something, you know, a little something, give a little something back, you know. People playing a game, really like it,
really like your game. You know, I want to rock that really cool skin. The other thing that people had asked is if any of their content from the old game was going to transfer up. They did talk about that, and it's kind of like a up in the air. We're unsure. They might try to find some way to link something to like their, I think they call it like Ethernet or something, their website or whatever they use. Which that would be really cool if like some people could get their old stuff back. But I can understand that like a lot of people think it's easy. And it's really not, depending on the game.
Especially because they changed it completely.
Yeah, I'm assuming this isn't even the same engine. Like it's probably completely different.
I would fucking hope not.
It was 10 years old. It's probably good. I don't know what did they actually say what they built the game on? No, Unreal 4. I mean, that's fine. I don't care. It's not like I'm like, you know.
Well, they did start this before Unreal 5 even came out.
That's true, which, I mean, if I was an indie dev, like, it's... Again, this is where I'll give a massive prop. Massive props to Multis for being able to switch game engines in a year. Like, that is hard work. They also probably have a way bigger dev team to do that.
I mean, and they're also backed by fucking Warner Brother Discovery, dude.
Yeah. Rivals, I think, the first game was made, I think, by 2 people, from what I was reading. So, and I think they're up to 24 employees. So, I mean... That's not a lot of employees to just do this. Like, you got to figure that's half of them might be artists. They might have like 3 or 4 programmers tops. You have your direct, like, so. But I don't know if Rivals 1 game engine. That was probably on like Unreal 3. Game Maker. I don't even know what that is. All right. Yeah. So, yeah, no, we're chilling. We're chilling. If they can find a way to get skins and stuff, they might just redo the skins and like, I don't know, maybe they'll be like, all right, if you had this one, you had this a penny or a buck.
Couple schmeckles, I don't know.
Yeah. But one of the other things that did make me very happy to hear is that it sounds like they're also trying to number one, make the game a little new player friendly to get into. Because with a lot of these games, especially with a lot of these mechanics, like it's you want people to feel like they can try to get into the game, you know? Like, if you look at Melee's top scene, like you look at Zane or Mango going at it, you're like, why would I ever try? I'm never getting like
that. I remember practicing Melee and like
this is 2013 when like the comp scene wasn't even as like it was created, but not what it is now.
I mean, shit, we were just messing around on Brawl, and then like I found Melee. I'm like, oh my god, I remember playing this, and we started playing, and then I watched the doc series, the Super Smash Brothers document series, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even know about the competitive scene until then, like until out. So I'm a doc kid, you know.
Yeah, we're doc kids.
And then
wait, no, but
wait. God damn it! That took me a second. I connected it, you know.
Oh, light bulbs popped up.
Oh no! But I remember practicing. You know, just after seeing that, I learned how to do like. It took me forever to learn wave dashing, and then I started to learn L canceling and wave shining and all that kind of stuff, pillar combos and all that stupid stuff. And I learned just by watching the scene and then watching people just play, you know. And there wasn't really any like in-depth guides or anything like that at the time, maybe a couple here and there, but nothing really like what we have today. That's for sure.
Funny enough, I think Ken, of all people, started doing like Marth tutorials. I think around a similar time of like, the dog, like 2013, 2015 era. And I've watched those.
Like a 2-hour like live stream and had that play Marth. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But like, obviously, I'm sure there were some guides, but like, it wasn't. Nowadays, you just hop on YouTube, click how to get good at melee, and there's a million videos of like in-depth tutorials on how to like shield drop and all the advanced tech in the
There's
game that they
so many
keep
different things
discovering.
now, like teetering, shield dropping.
So much. But like, Rival said that they're gonna try to like introduce new players to the game a little better, which is good because obviously, there's going to be a lot of new people that are going to try out the game, and you want to feel like you can achieve being good at the game compared to like other fighting games, or like you look at like Street Fighter, and like at this point I don't feel like those games are geared towards casuals. I mean, like you can casually play it with your friends, but
Yeah,
at this point Street Fighter 6 is just like, you played Street Fighter, like you got to know what you're doing now.
yeah,
um One of the other things they talked about is or at least I saw, was a story mode, which intrigued me
yeah,
because I didn't even know that that was a thing they were planning.
yeah. They have story mode planned. Yeah. One of their frequently asked questions: will actually have good single player content the same? Wow, harsh. The answer is hopefully, but we're not going to stop at just better single player than rivals. Either we have a single player designs that would offer new experiences for the fighting game genre as a whole, while competitive play will take a priority for us during the game's development. We're laying the foundation to create some amazing single player experiences that will help convert newcomers into hardcore competitors. So that's pretty neat. So that's kind of their way of like slowly introducing people into the fighting scene. Just kind of like how just Smash kind of does that too, honestly, in some sort of way. You know, some people are just playing as a party game, like, oh shit, there's like combos and stuff in this game, and then like you start watching people play at like a high level. You're like, oh my god, I didn't even know you could move this fast. Like, it's just like a slow thing, and then you start to practice. If you're just playing the story mode, and then like you get intrigued, like, oh, how do you do that? And then like they're teaching you how to do that, and then you start seeing people at like high possible rank, and like how they're playing and all that stuff. Girl, okay.
One of the big things I can recommend is going to tournaments. Go to tournaments with this game, by the way. Support it.
Support this game, please. Like we
have
literally no like tie to this company, these devs, nothing. Just support this game. I think it's going to be fantastic. It looks like they are super passionate. Looks like they really want to make this go esports, and I'm down. Dude, like once this game goes live, I'm down to do tournaments for this shit. 100%.
Oh yeah.
I'm grow the New England scene and all that stuff, so that'd be dope.
It also huge thing spec wise, because that is important. Does sound like they're trying to make this game like run on almost anything that they can. It's PC first. I think they might have barely talked about they might put it on Switch. No. Well, yes. Because it says right here, what is the game about? An indie fighting game that you can pick up on Steam or Switch. So it might come on Switch. All right, that's huge.
Oh, this game
use a Pro Controller.
The game is the sequel to Rivals of Ether, an indie fighting game that you can pick up Steam or Switch.
Okay, never mind. So it hasn't said anything yet about that. That's the old one.
What platforms will it release on? We don't have platforms to share yet, but we want to release it on as many platforms as we can. So it's probably going to be Steam first. If I had to guess, probably Switch next, because they've already done the Switch with Rivals of Ether,
or then the new one. I imagine they might wait for the new console to come out at this point, because I think Nintendo's doing it next year.
Maybe so. They could do that, and then they're probably going to put it on PlayStation, Xbox later.
Which is harder. If you are like an Xbox and PlayStation fan, I have learned it is actually very difficult to put games on those platforms, because you have, specifically like PlayStation, you have to pay PlayStation, at least you used to, have to pay them to do an update. Like there's some games that were on consoles that that are behind in updates, because you have to pay them something to put the update in. And I'm like, okay, I understand why people don't typically port these games anymore.
I would just put my game on Steam, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah. But huge Steam game. Their requirements sound like they're trying to go for, I wouldn't say potato rigs, but like you put it on like a decent laptop or something. You don't have to have like a monster machine to play this.
Yeah, which is good, because I mean, you can drop all your settings down too. So I think the majority of, like, I want to say like probably 95% of people are going to be able to play this game on the computers, no problem.
Graphics, obviously, you want to look at the gorgeous art, but let's be real, it's a fighting game. In this one instance, this is where your frames matter.
I want frames.
As long as you hit your frames, bro, who cares?
Yeah, no, that's as long as I'm getting 60 plus, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I think that covers everything though.
Yeah, no, their dev stream, I recommend watching it. I'm assuming Casey might link it in the description. You could probably check it out.
Maybe if I remember.
There's a lot of good information in there. I think it's just straight up on their YouTube channel. Let me go find out what that name is. Because yeah, of course we're gonna shout out the Rivals of Aether people. They're great. Aether Studios. It looks like that's what their channel is called. So definitely check them out if you want to get more information and listen to them themselves explain a lot of these things, because
hell yeah,
they're the most experienced with it.
Yes. Hey, they know what they're doing because they're doing it.
They're the ones making the game.
So yeah, that's everything. I appreciate y'all stopping by, listening to the podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel because I'm gonna have a lot more. Make sure leave down below what you guys think. Comment down below, and while you're down there, feel free to give me a little bit of a like. If you like the content. I mean, if you don't like it, then just tell me you don't like it. But don't just say I don't like you. I mean, you can. Like, I can't stop you. I mean, if you don't like me, at least tell me why, so I can try to improve on that. But if it's just some petty shit, then
I don't like you. Why? Never responds. Like, okay.
Yeah, all right. That's just on my conscience forever now. All right, guys. Yeah, subscribe, like the video, comment down your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys think of the game and everything going forward with it. Catch y'all in the next video. Thank you so much for watching the video. If y'all enjoyed it, don't forget to like it, share it around, and subscribe to the channel. If y'all want to see more about me, check out the playlist and the most recent uploads. Once again, thank you all for watching. Hopefully I catch you all in the next video. Take care, everybody.